Good evening. This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News and Disc Jockey News TV. Tonight is Tuesday night. It is Tuesday night with Ben Stowe night. And, well, Ben Stowe is on location in a really kind of cool spot. And I got to tell you, this is not one of our typical shows where Ben and I are talking. Let's go check out and see what Ben's doing. Ben, are you out there?
Hi, John.
Wow. You are, well, you've got a guest. Let's start. Introduce your guest to us tonight.
First, I'll say there's nothing cool about this location at all. It is hot up here.
And when you say up, now I can see there, it looks like there's bleacher seating down below you.
Correct. We're rigging for a concert in an arena.
Very cool, very cool. Now, who do you have with you?
Well, my guest is also my very good friend, Mike Cronin. Mike is an ETCP certified rigger. He is also the associate executive director of this facility. And one of the most talented people I know in show business. Hi, guys.
Hello, Mike. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Mike is also the birthday boy today. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
It's his birthday boy, and he came on to our show. This is so awesome.
Yeah, no rest for the weary. He's going to rig a tour and be on our show. So now you see why you don't find him like that too often.
Oh, very cool. That is neat. That is neat. So you guys are up in the rafters of a facility there. How far off the ground are you guys right now?
Say the question again, John. I'm sorry.
How far off the ground are you guys?
We're about 55 or 60 feet from the neighborhood.
And right below you, you're getting ready for a concert. So now, is the stage right below you?
Yes. Yeah, the stage, the downstage edge is about maybe 10 feet out from where we're sitting.
Okay. So now, what are you guys rigging tonight, right now, and getting ready for the concert?
Probably right here, we're going to be rigging some of the, I would say probably the line array. Probably the line array will be here, the sound line array, and then over the downstage press.
Okay, so you'll be putting the speakers, for those of us, we talked line array in one of our other shows, but so you guys will be putting the speakers up. So now, what does that entail? Just kind of give me a quick overview, Mike, of what are you guys going to be doing to get the speakers ready to fly?
We're actually, we'll position ourselves over the points that the show has laid out. They know how far off stage and downstage they want their different points to land. So we'll position ourselves as close to those points as we can, drop a rope down, and our downrigger down on the ground will actually tie our rope off to the steel that the motor is attached to, and then we pull that up here.
Very cool. So now, when you're saying you pull it up here, where are you guys connecting the motor and such to up there?
We use aircraft steel that's been manufactured for this industry to do this job. We'll pull that up, wrap it around an I-beam, and attach it back to itself using shackles. Again, manufactured for the industry, not something you can buy in a hardware store down the street. And then suspended with multiple points off the steel structure of the building.
Very cool. Wow, what kind of a weight now are you anticipating that line array to be? Did they give you specs on that?
For this line array, we're probably in the 1,500-pound range, spread between two motors.
Wow, very nice. Now, any idea what size of an audience they're going to be looking at with this event?
It's hard to say at this point.
Okay.
Well, for venture a guess, I don't know.
For the type of system that the production company is bringing, we can cover probably about 2,500 people.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Now, so you'll have the line array suspended. Now, do all the wiring for the line array, do they come from the top also, or does that come from the bottom?
It comes from the ground up. So it will come up with the array, and there'll be another motor called a cable pick, and that will help take some of that stress off that array, and help bring it out over the stage, so that you don't have the cables dropping right onto the stage.
Very nice. Now, are all three of those motors kind of synchronized, so they're pulling up at the same time?
Yes. Yep.
Wow, very cool.
Control on the pendant on the motor control for those motors, but they should climb at the same rate. But again, it's the person who's operating its responsibility to make sure that the load is going up evenly, and to keep an eye on those motors and to use those switches to make adjustments if necessary.
Wow, very cool. Now let's talk a little bit about some of the safety gear. Now you guys are not wearing, typical things that, especially in our industry, that we use. What do you kind of walk me through? What are you wearing there, Mike?
I have a full body harness that's ANSI approved, one of our safety bodies here in the United States. So this harness has been designed for fall protection. I clipped in the back and the dorsal ring, and then with the lanyard, shock absorber lanyard, hooked to a fall arrest line. So in the unlikely event that one of us is fall, we'd only go down probably about 6 feet and then get ourselves restrained, and then the fun part's getting back up.
I guess that's where you have a buddy to help get you back up, I'm guessing.
Always work with a partner. Always work with a partner.
As part of this system, just not the fall arrest, there's also rescue equipment. It's up here on this level. Other people have been trained in the use of the rescue equipment. What's very important is none of the harnesses that we're wearing, these are not rock climbing harnesses. We're not up in here just in a seat. It goes around your shoulders, around your waist, so that when you do fall, you hang vertically.
Wow, very neat. Very neat.
Touch on, John, not something like you would use, and that maybe isn't the case. If you're working at height, and if you're rigging things really from any height, you should have fall arrest. You should have fall protection. I think now the official rule I think is like 4 feet or something.
Yes.
But at any rate, if you're working at height at all, regardless of whether you're a DJ or what, you should protect yourself and be respectful of your loved ones and whatnot. Work safely so you can go home to them.
Interesting. I did not realize 4 feet was kind of the number.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it. I think you either have to have a railing or you have to have some type of either fall benching or fall arrest. There's a lot that goes into it. But the bottom line, it's and I think Mike would know, but I think the reason that they picked the number 4 feet is that's the height at which you could be inverted and land on your head, and that could be lights out.
Yes.
Interesting. I suppose, yeah, that would be a bad thing. Very neat.
So yeah. So our T-shirt of the week this week is my harness. It's probably the most important garment I own right now. It's not only Mike's birthday today, but also my young daughter's, and my harness could be the difference between celebrating more birthdays with her and not.
For sure. And safety is the number one, that's for sure.
And by the way, the harness will prevent you from falling all the way to the concrete, but it's still a pretty traumatic event, and it's miserable. I've never actually fallen and been arrested, but I've been lifted off the ground in my harness, and even that with a gentle lift, it isn't pleasant. I can only imagine what the impact would be after dropping to the bottom of this lanyard. I think the number one safety tool up here is us, and I'm going to employ that first, and I'm just going to make sure I don't need to use this harness.
Correct.
Yeah, for sure. How wide is that beam you're sitting on now, guys?
Not nearly wide enough.
It looks like about 10 inches wide.
Yep, roughly 10.
About 10, yeah.
Yeah, oh wow. And 60 feet above the ground. That's crazy stuff.
We're crazy people.
So you've got the line arrays you need to get ready to rig, and you mentioned some lighting now. Is that is that pretty much the extent of it, or is there more to rig yet today?
We'll have 2 line arrays, so stage left, stage right, a downstage truss, an upstage truss, and then a backdrop truss. The show is going to be using video also, so we have to have something to shoot onto.
So it's a pretty meat and potatoes system, pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Really, when you break.
And how long will it take you to get the rigging points all ready for the concert people to come in?
A couple hours.
Yeah.
That depends on how hard Mike partied for his birthday.
Not very hard.
I wouldn't think you'd party very hard before going up and walking around up there.
Tremendous professional in show business. Mike is also a marathon runner, and he actually ran a race yesterday, so that might have more to do with it than anything. But.
Oh, I could see. And he's celebrating his birthday up in the rafters. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, actually, we could demonstrate real quick something. If Mike, can you pull up that point? Mike's going to pull up a point here for us to set.
Talk us through that, Ben. What are we doing?
Okay, well, he's pulling up the point. Now, we'd have a piece of steel and maybe a motor chain here attached that we would tie on. In this case, we've got something different, specific for the occasion. What we've got is we had our downrigger send up some stuff here that we could use. Let's see. Oh, there you go. That's for you.
I can see the title for tonight's show is going to be "No One Parties in the Rafters Like Mike and Ben."
Hey, you know what? Everybody thinks that I'm just a square and a geek, so let the record show I know how to party.
Yes. We've got paper blowouts, and what else is in the magical bucket?
Happy birthday, Mike. It's got minions. Mike's again, I mentioned he's the associate executive director, so he's got lots of minions.
Cupcakes in the grid. I'm not sure about this.
I wonder what the splatter pattern for frosting is.
I thought
You guys are right in the studio.
Where's James?
Yes, sir.
Would you like a cupcake, Ben?
Oh, yeah, I'm loving my cupcake.
Okay.
I never grabbed a cupcake.
Rope. We'll share.
Yep. The things we do in the ceiling.
Just like Mom used to make.
Now, you guys kind of did that with kind of for the birthday thing, but I would assume that when you guys are up there and you're needing a tool or something, that might be the quickest way to get a tool up there.
Yes. Yep. We drop a rope in, we have a bucket, pull it back up. Everything that we use up here gets tethered off.
Yep.
So nothing in our pockets, nothing hanging off our belt, no extra tool pouches. If we do have a tool, it's tied off. So just like us, it can't fall. Something from this height can get up to about 40 miles an hour when it hits the ground.
Which would make a great splat for the cupcake.
Yeah. It'd make a heck of a mess. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Don't you have a cupcake?
No, we're not dropping the cupcake. Don't worry.
Are they enjoying cupcake on the beach?
Oh, great stuff. Great stuff.
Well, Heather, you want a cupcake?
Anybody tell Jamie it's my birthday?
Happy birthday!
Let's make this a quick and easy rig.
Yeah.
I like
Well, guys, I'm going to let you go. You can get back to it. This looks like an awesome thing to do today. And then, of course, celebrating your birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mike, thank you for your time today. And Ben, next time gosh, it's going to be boring after this.
Yeah, let's see how we can top this, I guess.
Yeah,
Huh?
I mean, we're going to have to go to an exotic location or something next time.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Great stuff. Again, guys, thank you very much. Mike, happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right. This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News and Disc Jockey News TV. If you've got some questions or comments, you can go to Twitter and you can do the hashtag NLFXBen and it'll get right to them, or you can do the @ NLFXBen. Ask a question, share some thoughts, whatever you can do, or check them out on Facebook. But we're going to let the guys go because, well, they've got work to do. This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News and Disc Jockey News TV. Good night.